we are going to learn about the elements of a map and maps and diagrams. 2 lessons we are going to revise. Okay. The first lesson, maps and diagrams. Before learning that subject, okay, we will learn what is map. What is map? Map is a drawing of the earth, okay, on a flat surface. Drawing of earth as a whole or the part of it. Okay. So map is a diagram which is drawn on a flat surface. When we see maps, there are different types of maps are there. Okay, what are the different types of map? Map can be classified into physical map, political map, thematic map, topographical map. Okay, these are important types of map. And what is political map? What political maps tells us about? The political maps tells us about the boundaries of countries, continents, districts, states and your locality can be seen in the political map. Okay, and the physical map gives us information about the physical features like mountains, hills, plains, plateaus, okay, desert, and all the physical features can be identified with the help of the physical map. And thematic map helps us to identify the climate, okay, and this locations of different factories, cultivations of crops, okay, this all can be identified with the help of thematic map. And the last one is topographical map. And what is topographical map? Topographical map is kind of a large scale map. Okay, this topographical map helps us and it shows both natural and man-made features. What is man-made features? The features like buildings, roads, rail tracks, okay, these are things can be seen or identified with the help of a topographical map. And also the features, natural features like mountains, hills, these also can be seen with the help of the topographical map. And in topographical map, there are 2 important lines are there. The first line is contour line. Okay, the contour lines are given with numbers. And also arbitrary lines are given. Okay, the horizontal and vertical lines which forms grid system or grid is called arbitrary line. Okay, these lines, the horizontal lines are known as northing and the vertical lines are known as easting. Okay, so these are different types of map. And the next one is types of map based on scales. Okay, types of map based on scale. Based on the scale, the map can be classified into 2. One is large scale map, another one is small scale map. And what is large scale map? Large scale map helps us to identify even a small area in a piece of land. Okay. For example, 1 centimeter is equal to 1 kilometer. Okay. And what is large scale map? Large scale, small scale map. The small scale map helps us to see the large area, a big land on the map. Okay, on the map 1 centimeter can be taken as 200 kilometers on the ground in small scale map. So these are 2 different types of scales. Okay, maps. And the next thing we are going to learn is globe. What is globe? What is the difference between globes and map? What are the importance of map? Okay, what are the importance of map? Map can be easily carried. It can be folded. Okay, it helps us to show the directions. Okay, it is easy to carry everywhere. And when we see globe, globe is a miniature model of the earth. It is the true model of the earth. Okay, why we call globe as the true model of the earth? Because it is spherical in shape. It reflects the shape of the earth. Okay, so the globe is a miniature model of the earth. Now, what is the advantages advantages of globes and maps? A globe, it shows the replica of the earth. Okay, it is the true model of the earth. Even the small areas can be identified with the help of a map, whereas in globe we cannot identify the small areas. Okay, when we take globe, we can see only one part of the globe at a time. Okay, whereas in map we can see clearly everything. Okay, and when we take a globe, every chord and every part of the coastal line and countries and continent will be drawn accurately with the help of the globe, but we cannot get it when we draw on the flat surface. And another thing is sketch. What is called sketch? A sketch is a rough drawing of a building or a place. Okay, sketch is a rough drawing. There won't be any scale given in sketch. Okay, sketch is a rough drawing. And what is the use of sketch? With the help of the sketch, we can draw the locality of our area. Okay, locality of our place. And other thing is plan. What is plan? Plan is the drawing with the help of scale. With the usage of scale. We use scale to draw plan. Okay, what is the importance of plan? Plan gives the accurate idea of a building or a place when we draw. And the other thing is aerial photographs. Aerial photographs. What is aerial photographs? The photographs that are kept, the cameras which is kept on the tip of the satellite, okay, and taken. It is mounted on the satellite and the photos are taken. That is called aerial photographs. And what is the use of aerial photographs? Aerial photographs gives us the accurate shape of the earth. Okay, it helps us to draw the earth, the shape of the earth accurately. So it gives accurate information. The pictures of accurate information is taken with the help of aerial photographs. And the next thing is representation of futures. What are the representation of futures? When we see the earth, there are different forms or different diagrams are given. Okay, different things are represented with the help of a map. There is two types of fold. Okay, when we see, there are two types of fold. One is anticline and other one is syncline. When the earth crust get compressed, okay, there is two types of movement that occurs on the earth plates. The one is upward movement. The upward movement of the earth is known as anticline, and the downward movement of the earth is known as syncline. Okay, so this also can be identified or drawn easily on with the help of a map. It can be drawn on the map. And when we see, apart from that, there are also block mountains. Okay, when a fault occurs due to tension and pressure, there will be fracture occur on the surface of the earth. Okay, and with the movement of the earth, when the plates of the earth moves, there will be upward movement and the downward movement. Okay, that occurs. That became the reason for the formation of the block mountains. And when we see rivers, tributaries, distributaries, meteors and deltas, these are the another physical features which is mentioned in the map. And what is called rivers? Rivers are the stream of water that flows into the channel from higher ground to the lower ground. Okay, so this also identified or drawn easily on maps. And the next thing is tributaries. Tributaries are the stream of water that flows into a channel. Okay, that separate a big channel, that is called tributary. And when we see distributary is the stream of water when the river splits from in its spot, that forms the distributaries. Okay, and also meteors, the loop like bend on the river that occurs on the river is called meanderes. And when we see delta, delta is otherwise known as mouth of the river. Okay, delta is the place where the river about to mix or join with the sea or an ocean. Okay, when the river join with the ocean or the sea, what happens? The river which carries silt and minerals, it can be deposited in a particular area where it forms the fan-shaped structure. The place where the fan-shaped structure is created or formed by the help of flow of the river is called a delta. When we see delta, there won't be any flow of water, but the flow is halted in delta. So, we have seen about maps and diagrams. And when we see the elements of map, okay, there are different elements of maps are there. What are the different elements of the map? The elements like the scale, title, legend or key, okay, symbols, the grid system, these are some of the elements of map, okay. And map title, what map title depicts? The map title depicts or shows the topic of the map, okay. The topic of the map will be given at the top of the map. So the title express what type of map it is. And when we see map direction, there will be north line given in every map at the right upper corner of the map. Okay, the north line depicts the directions. Okay, with the help of the north line, we can see the directions in the map. There are 4 important directions. They are north, west, east and south. These important directions are known as cardinal directions. Okay, and apart from the cardinal direction, there are also intermediate directions are there. The directions which comes in between the main directions are called intermediate direction. For example, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. Okay, and apart from that, there are also different other directions are there. This intermediate direction is again classified into different directions, sub-directions like south, southwest, north, northeast, like that. Okay. And when we see measuring distances, we use scale for measuring distances. Okay, when we measure distance, there are 2 important methods are there. Okay, when we take the surface of the earth and some places will be straight and some will be curved. Okay, how to measure the straight line or straight places? With the help of scale. Here we use scale directly and we calculate with the help of the scale. And for measuring the curved lines, there are 2 important methods are there. One is Twain method and another one is divider method. Okay, and with the help of the curved lines like rivers, roads and other features, we can be measured with the help of divider method or the Twain method. How we measure with the help of divider method? To measure a curved feature, we have to take a divider and we have to set apart with 1 centimeter and we have to take the divider and keep it on the map where the surface is supposed to be measured. And we have to measure it again and again, and after that we have to count it and we have to take measure with the help of scale. In that way we can measure the curved distances on the map. And another thing, when we see legend or key, legend or key is another elements of map. Okay, this legend and keys which helps us to see the colors, signs and symbols. Okay, for example, conventional symbols. Why we call this conventional symbols? Because certain signs and symbols are internationally accepted and used. That's why we call it as conventional symbols. And what are the important colors used in the map? Okay, In the topographical map, especially three important colors are used, that is green, yellow and white. Whereas in maps, there are different colors are used, that is black, brown, blue, yellow and white and also brown. Okay, so different colors represent different features. For example, when we see brown color is used for representing hills and mountains, and yellow color is used to represent the desert, and the white color is represented the barren land or uncultivated land. Okay, the blue color is used to denote the water bodies. All the water bodies are represented with the color blue. And the next element of a map is grid system. What is grid system? It is the horizontal and vertical line, okay, that runs along the earth. Okay, when we draw a map, we can see two types of lines. One is horizontal line and another one is vertical line. Horizontal lines are called as latitudes and the vertical lines are called as longitudes. Okay, and there is a bigger latitude is there. The bigger latitude is called equator. It's 0 degree latitude. Okay, and the bigger longitude is 180 degree longitude. It is otherwise known as prime meridian. Okay, and these longitudes are used to help us to calculate the timing. Okay, between each longitude there will be 4 minutes different. Okay, and when we take latitude, there are 3 important latitudes are there. Okay, the first one is equator, and the second one is temperate zone. Okay, or temperate zone, and the other one is torrid zone and frigid zone. These 3 important lines that segregate, that denotes how this earth, based on the climate of the earth. Okay, and when we take the earth is divided into 3 important regions. Okay, we call it as heat zones of the earth. Okay, the 3 important heat zones of the earth are torrid zone. What is torrid zone? Torrid zone lies below and above of equator from 0 degree to 23.5 degree. We call above and below of equator is torrid zone. Okay, and the temperate zone lies above the torrid zone, that is from 23.5 degree to 66.5 degree above the torrid zone in above means higher, lower hemisphere and southern hemisphere. And when we see the frigid zones are located near the poles, in the North Pole and the South Pole, above 66.5 degree to 90 degree. That region we call it as frigid zone. And when we see frigid zone, the temperature will be very low. Okay, compared with the other regions. And almost all the year, most of the days in the year, the areas will be not receiving, it may not be receiving the sunlight, so the region will be very cold. So the most of the snow covered regions are found in this frigid zone. And when we see the temperate zone we can see the moderate climate. There will be equal day and night. Okay, and the climate also will be pleasant. Whereas in torrid zone, the days will be longer comparatively with the night. Night will be less and heat will be more than the temperate zone. So these are the heat zones of the earth. So we have learned in this class the elements of the map and the maps and diagram. When we learned about maps, we have learned about uses of map. We have learned about globe, sketch, plan, And we also have seen advantages of globes and maps. We have seen the types of map. Okay, we have seen types of map based on the scales, and also we have seen representation of early futures on the map. And in map elements, we have seen 5 important elements, that is title, direction, scale, legend or key, and grid system. These are 5 important elements of map we have seen in this class, and also we have seen important heat zones of the earth. Here we end the class. We will meet again with the next lesson in the next class. Thank you, children.